So before we get started with tonight's show, I need to address the elephant in the room. Last week at Fallout, I accomplished what I set out to do. Dylan Young lost the Triwizard Championship to me fair and square, and he took it far more personal than any of his other losses. I beat him within an inch of his life, I taught him a lesson, and now he's Jack Sparrow's problem. But I was so locked in on getting my pound of flesh that I lost sight of the bigger picture. And Hulk took advantage of that when he cashed in on me. When I'm on commentary, I always talk about how a champion needs to be ready for anything, and I have no issue admitting that at the end of Fallout, I didn't follow my own advice. You know what? Fair play. I've got respect for Hulk, and I'll give credit where it's due. He had the contract, he chose a moment when I wasn't fresh or completely focused, and he capitalized on that. But Hulk, you won't have to wait long for your first defense. Your successful cash-in may have meant that I lost the world title, but one thing I did not lose was the rematch clause. And after talking to the FWE higher-ups, I'm invoking that rematch in 2 weeks. I will see you at Saturday night at Springfield, and I promise you that this time, no matter what, I'm ready for you.
The air, gold bells shining, they all dare. Tougher, fists held high. Warriors fight till the night says die. FWE, where battles divine. Every broken bone, all by design. Chained to the thrill, they let it be. This ain't a game, it's FWE. FWE, where battles define. Every broken bone, all by design. Chained to the thrill, they let it be. This ain't a game, it's FWE. Oh, FWE, FWE. Oh, FWE, FWE. FWE, where battles define. Every broken bone, all by design. This ain't a game, it's FWE.
Well, things are gearing up for the new year as we get ready here tonight to preview the fallout of Fallout. Good evening, everybody. I'm Seth Cole alongside of Jack Mitchell. And Jack, obviously, we saw earlier just moments ago, we're getting geared up, it seems, for Saturday night at Springfield starting in January. And got some title rematches here as well based off what happened in last week's PLE.
Definitely a whole lot has happened over these last few weeks here in FWE. As we mentioned, there was the PLE last week at Fallout in Las Vegas. We had 6 title matches on the card. 5 of them resulted in title changes. So I'm really curious to see where things go tonight, as we have 3 matches on the card here tonight.
One of those title changes you alluded to was the Hardcore Championship, as Jessica Shelton was able to defeat both Harley Quinn and the incoming champion Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman invoking the rematch clause here tonight for Jess. She now stands with Ariel and Elizabeth Swann, as well as Wonder Woman, as a multi-time Hardcore champion. If Wonder Woman's able to win the title belt here tonight, back from Shelton, she stands alone as a 3-time Hardcore champ.
It'd be very interesting to see if she's able to do that, become the first 3-time Hardcore champion.
And remember as well, Wonder Woman actually has a victory inside of a steel cage in the last title match between these two. Will she have Jessica's number again here tonight? We'll have to wait and see.
One thing I will mention too is that fight you just mentioned, that took place inside the steel cage. This one, it's, there's no DQ in a hardcore title match, so there's going to be a whole lot going on. There's no, restrictions to where these competitors can go. They can go outside the ring if they want.
Hold on a second. That's Harley Quinn, who was involved in that triple threat at Fallout.
Harley Quinn absolutely taking it to Jess right now, as we've got security rushing in here to break these two up.
And I'm assuming, well, is this match going to have to get called off now because of this? No, the referee's ringing the bell. This title match is still going to take place despite the attack there by Harley Quinn. And what's somewhat surprising about that is it kind of seemed like both Harley and Jessica Shelton, in the bouts that they've had here the last couple of months, they've been on a status of mutual respect. Maybe that respect's gone out the window for the former champion Quinn.
Hey, I can speak from experience. Mutual respect can disappear at a moment's notice. All it takes is one action like that. Jessica planted into the mat right there. I mean, she, I guess, must have told the security and the referee that she was good to go.
Wonder Woman now has an opportunity right out of the gate here to take advantage of that attack from Harley Quinn. Trying to win that women's hardcore title for a third time. Was at a disadvantage going into Fallout. Had to put the title on the line against not one but two women. Oh, gracious, wow.
Man. He was right up against the ring ropes. And now a big kick to the head from Jess.
I've seen suplexes before. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Trapping the front arms and finding enough middle core strength to hoist the opponent up over your head.
It was certainly effective.
Quite a young career here for Jessica Shelton in FWE. We saw her make her debut back at Mortal Kombat when she teamed with Autumn Brooks. She has since been able to win the hardcore title not once but twice, was able to take Harley Quinn to the limit inside of her own matchup, a 20-minute Gotham Rules matchup at the Showcase of the Immortals at Paramount, and now having to fight Wonder Woman again. You alluded to it also. That last title match they had was inside of a steel cage. It's a lot less confined now, a lot more weaponry can come into play outside of the steel cage that they were in the previous engagement.
Yeah, I mean, the only weaponry you have inside of a steel cage is the weaponry that you sneak inside the ring. Obviously, though, you can go outside the ring in this match. You can search around for the weaponry that you might need.
As we mentioned as well, this is the first of 3 title matches that we have here tonight. All a fallout, pun intended, I guess, of what took place at Fallout as a bridge off the suplex. And gonna kick out is Wonder Woman.
Oh!
Microphone muted.
Big kick to the head by Jess, and now trying to stay on the offensive. Gonna look for the octopus lock, I think. Yeah, it's locked in.
Microphone activated.
Center of the ring, nowhere for Wonder Woman to go. Is she gonna tap out here to this submission? Looks like Jessica may have actually released the hold there, and now going up top.
Big splash connects, but she does not go into the cover just yet.
Not mistaken, I believe it was the big splash that Wonder Woman used to take the title from Jess inside of the steel cage. So maybe a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of payback there, a little bit of karma if you're the champion going into this matchup.
I mean, you would think so, but at the same time, I feel like if you go for that route, you might as well go for the cover and try to put the match away.
Oh, here's the strength of Wonder Woman. Straight jackknife powerbomb down to the mat. Bringing Shelton away from the ropes. Now remember, this is a no DQ hardcore match, so there is no rope breaks, but I almost wonder if she was thinking about going up to the top rope. Instead, Shelton using the turnbuckles to climb back to her feet and met with a quarter clothesline.
Irish whip from Jessica. Another huge kick to the head. Gonna go into the cover.
To retain the title here tonight in the Fallout show, and that's gonna be enough to do it. Oh, and look at this. Harley's back. Didn't get enough there before the bell sounded. Now out here on our staging area. And oh, looks like Jess is going up to meet her.
Jess clearly hasn't had enough either.
We might need that security again. The referee trying to admonish Jessica not to go up there, not to engage Harley Quinn, but just gonna get herself some revenge from earlier.
Back and forth we go, trading blows on top of the stage. Security rushing in to break these two up.
Well, trying to. They're back at it again.
This is crazy.
And now, hold on, that's Black Widow's now in the ring. Black
Oh my
Widows with a
goodness.
steel chair on Wonder Woman.
I think the referee also ate that steel chair.
What in the world is going on? We have lost complete control here, and we've just gotten started here tonight on FWE. Next up, we're going to have Aladdin taking on the individual that we've got hardly anything about. We only know him as Shadow Lord. That's up next, and oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, this was just punishment.
We welcome you back here inside the FWE Fantasy Dome as we're still trying to get everything sorted out here, and I think the chaos is just getting started.
Representing the Outsiders from Baghdad, Iraq, weighing in at 163 pounds, Prince.
So if we go back, Jack, to that FWE Extra episode just before FWE Fallout PLE, it was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael and Michelangelo taking on Hades. They were unsuccessful in that handicap match, but Aladdin took the opportunity to attack Hades and was gonna nail him with a steel chair. We then saw some sort of a cloaked masked figure take the chair away. Hades appears to have an ally, but we know very little about this individual.
I think the only thing we know is that he has chosen to go by the alias Shadow Lord. I'm not really sure who this person is. We don't really know what he's capable of or anything about his past. We honestly have no idea. So this is going to be really interesting to see who this mysterious ally for Hades could possibly be.
Gonna learn a lot about what he's able to do inside of a wrestling ring, that's for sure.
Your darkest being, weighing in at 213 pounds,
Of course, as well, you see Aladdin still sporting that neck brace after numerous tombstone pile drivers were delivered to him courtesy of Hades. And we have been told that Hades has been barred from ringside here tonight. Basically, I think mostly in regards to Aladdin's health. Aladdin wanted this matchup, but I think FWE Commissioner Woody wanted to make sure that he doesn't suffer any further damage from outside interference.
I mean, that's a great call, but at the same time, Aladdin's still going to have some in-ring action on him. I'm not necessarily sure Hades would mind what was going on here if this guy really is going to be helping him out in the future.
No, he's definitely not going to tell us, but I almost wonder if Hades knows the identity of who the Shadow Lord is, or does he not even know?
I have a feeling like Hades is a guy that would have all his bases covered. I feel like he would know who this person is, but I don't know. And like you said, I don't know if he's exactly going to give us any answers either.
And look at this, there's nothing to go off of. They've got their face covered there with the scarf, they've got the cloaked hood, they've got, appears like they've got some sunglasses. We've got nothing to be able to go off of who this is.
Bends to his will.
I guess we could call this an in-ring debut for the Shadow Lord. Not gonna lie to you, I'm almost getting RJ Bishop vibes back when he was on the dark side as the Boogerman.
I can kind of agree with you there, but at the same time, we at least had a pretty good idea of who that was.
That's
This
true.
person, I don't think we have any idea.
I mean, we saw the transformation happen live from him going to the dark side there, so yeah, you're right. We definitely at least knew who the identity is. This is completely blank slate.
Shadow Lord going to work on that left arm of Aladdin. We mentioned how he's still wearing that neck brace. He's taking a whole lot of punishment. Here's an early cover in this matchup. Quick kick out at one.
You know, think about this too. In the case of for Aladdin, you're going into this completely blind. We're trying to figure out who this individual is by identity. He's got to try and figure out who this individual is in terms of their wrestling style, their wrestling moves. When you're going into a matchup completely blind of what to expect on the other side of the ring, you're basically having to learn on the fly. Speaking of which, Spanish fly on the outside.
That was fantastic timing.
I'm going to pretend that I planned that, but I certainly didn't.
The Referee Ernest Wright administering the 10 count. You see already on a count of 2. This is a normal match. The disqualifications, countouts are all in play.
Aladdin's had very little success in his feud against Hades lately, as we saw him lose a 2-on-1 handicap match when he teamed up with Hercules. We already documented that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were unsuccessful in softening Hades up. And we saw Aladdin unsuccessful in that chair attack prior to Fallout because of the interference of this individual known as the Shadow Lord.
Aladdin was in control of most of the action ringside, but now as they work their way back into the ring, Shadow Lord going to go to work on, I think it was the leg of the arm, not too sure what was going on there. Now going to place Aladdin in the Tree of Woe.
What does the Shadow Lord have in mind here? Just a boot straight to the throat. Trying to choke the life out of Aladdin. Oh, and pinpoint elbow right to the forehead.
Oh! That was a big
overhead
shot.
bomb strike there.
And Aladdin quickly left the ring to try to get a little bit of rest. He got back inside just as quickly and then met that huge palm strike. Shadow Lord with more shots. DDT gonna go into the cover.
Targeting that head, reaching there with that DDT. We know the neck is not 100% for Aladdin, but he had the power to kick out at 2. Shadow Lord up to the top rope. Bad intentions in mind with the double axe handle.
Again, targeting the head and neck area. You know, credit where it's due for Aladdin because he's fought inside the ring all these weeks ever since eating that punishment, eating all those tombstones, but you just can't be at 100%, especially with that neck brace kind of limiting your head movement as well. So
Got it there for support, but it certainly is a bullseye for anybody else that's in the ring with you, as now again targeting that left leg is Shadow Lord, trying to take away the high-flying offense that Aladdin is so well known for.
And he's going to go into the spinning head scissors. He'll drop the Shadow Lord and now goes into the cover by himself.
This would be some sweet redemption if he could put Shadow Lord away, but not even able to get a 2 count. Oh, and now again!
Spent a little too much time trying to win over the favor of the crowd. But he'll fight out of it.
Again, that left leg, the target here for the Shadow Lord. Now Aladdin trying to muster some offense here. Double clothesline, sweeps out the leg. Aladdin fired up here. Forearm shot.
The ropes.
Is that going to be enough? Kick out there at 1. Good job there by our referee, Ernest Wright, making sure that there wasn't any appendage near the ropes.
Lord, though, with a huge suplex has Aladdin down. Just like that, the momentum is in his favor.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
Man, did you hear Aladdin's body just the thump when it hit the floor out here in front of us? The whiplash with that fall on the neck, and now flying clothesline connects.
And I think it landed again on the head of Aladdin, so that head and neck area definitely in all kinds of trouble here.
Belly to belly suplex out here on the floor. Again, referee beginning that 10 count at a count of 2. Enziguri, though, by Aladdin. Takes Shadow Lord down.
That was impressive from Aladdin, and now they've got to get back inside the ring at some point.
Bounced right off our announce table is Shadow Lord. I'm not going to lie, I tried to sneak a peek, see if I could see inside of that shroud there, but he's well covered up. The thing of it is, we don't even know this. This could be an individual that's never been on the FWE roster before. It could be a brand new debuting wrestler. It could be somebody we've seen before. I mean, we know absolutely nothing. What we do know is Aladdin nearly got counted out there, gets in at an 8 count. And now, massive flying clothesline by Shadow Lord.
That might be it for the match. Aladdin is down and out. His head and neck is taking all kinds of punishment. And that's going to be it. The Shadow Lord victorious in what might as well be called his FWE debut.
Tremendous showing here. Very few moments in this matchup did it feel the Shadow Lord was not in control as he takes Aladdin down here tonight. Well, up next, we get ourselves a title rematch from Fallout. The Mario Brothers, the new tag team champions, put the titles on the line against the former champions, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I may have the appearance of a princess, but I have the heart of a warrior. Don't take the glitz and glamour at face value. I've quickly adapted to how one survives on the street, and am not afraid to get down and dirty if the situation requires it. Using my wide variety of skills, I'm ready to stay one jump ahead of the competition and enter into a whole new world of championship gold. My name is Jasmine, and with my girls, we're ready to take over the FWE Women's Division with an iron fist. I'm trapped behind the palace walls no longer.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match, and it's for the Men's Superstars Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 468 pounds, the Orient Express.
Well, it was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles who were able to take the Disney Tag Team titles from the family, defended them at Fallout, and lost them to the Mario Brothers. Tonight, an opportunity to get those tag team titles back. You heard it, tornado style this evening.
What I was going to bring up, that's the difference between the title match that we had at Fallout and this matchup here tonight. Tornado tag team rules. Might as well just call it a tornado match because tagging in your partner is not going to be necessary.
And introducing the champions at a combined weight of 346 pounds, the Men's Superstars Tag Team Champions, the Cleaners.
Well, it didn't take very long for the Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi, to have to defend their newly won tag team titles. First belts that they've held here in FWE in their very short career, but we talk about it, Jack, all the time. Sometimes it just takes that one match, title match or otherwise, that one win to spearhead your career.
Absolutely, and I think it also helps that the Mario Bros have quickly become fan favorites here in FWE. I love seeing the crowd go absolutely nuts when these guys show up. It's been really fun to watch these guys' ascension so far here.
Two teams that are very well known for their chemistry. We'll have to see them utilize it here in this tornado-style tag team matchup. All four individuals will be in the ring at the same time. First pinfall, first submission will either retain or gain back those men's Disney Tag Team Championships. And you know, obviously in this kind of a case, there's not really a champion's advantage. So who do you favor in this type of a situation? Do you favor the champion, the Mario Brothers, or the challengers in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I feel like the Mario Bros have had all kinds of momentum going in their favor as of late, but at the same time, the Ninja Turtles are a team that have been inside of war games before, so they're more used to these rougher match types. It could go either way.
So here we go. Looks like Luigi gonna square off with Leonardo. Donatello with Mario. Pinfall submission have to take place inside of the ring, but also in a tornado-style tag team matchup. It's almost the same as a triple threat, a fatal four-way. There really are no rules. They could fight to the outside here. They could use weaponry if they so chose. So we'll have to see if either or both of these teams implement something like that.
Teamwork and focus is going to be the name of the game in this match type because you're going to see competitors try and rush up to break the pin if they're not incapacitated in this match. I think Mario's already been busted open.
That didn't take long at all. Yeah, here he is. He's at the outside. You can see he's got a laceration. Looks like on the right side of his face. This is the scenario you want to be in.
Oh.
Look at that. That was Oh, couple of dives there. One connected, one did not.
Mario was thinking about using that steel chair, and then he put it down. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but then next thing he knew, he was being met by that diving maneuver by Donatello.
Seen a number of tornado-style tag team matchups here in FWE. Pretty much seems like the strategy is eliminate one person, make it a 2-on-1 advantage. Then when you've got that one individual worn down, one goes into defense to block that other X Factor from getting involved while the other one finishes the job. Right now, 1-on-1 with our two respective teams here is Mario and I believe that it is Donatello inside of the ring. Luigi trying to take care of Leonardo on the outside.
Starting to wonder about how legal the weapons are in this matchup because competitors are going for the weapons, but they're not using them just yet. Mario gets dropped there with that knee to the head. Here's a cover. Luigi right inside the ring to break it up, though.
And I've just been told here, I've been informed that based off of what took place earlier on tonight, we saw Jessica Shelton successfully defend the women's hardcore title against Wonder Woman, but Harley Quinn got involved both pre and post match. We saw a chair attack by Black Widow to Wonder Woman. I'm being told our main event here tonight just been made.
Ooh.
As hold on, we got a cover here by Mario and a kick out quickly by Leonardo. But Jessica Shelton and Wonder Woman, who were at odds with each other tonight earlier with the championship in the balance, they will team up this evening against Black Widow and Harley Quinn in tag team action.
That's going to be very interesting to see some of our competitors pulling double duty here tonight. We'll have to see how capable they are. Two of them are still after that brutal match that we had to open up the show tonight.
Oh! I'm not sure if Donatello's head may have missed that chair, but it's not as much of an easier landing when you hit the floor.
I mean, it certainly sounded like it hit the chair. You could hear that clang.
Now both the Mario brothers put inside of the ring. Yeah, to your point, we're seeing a lot of weapons getting brought out, but not brought into the ring here, which is surprising because there are no disqualifications in this type of a matchup.
At least we don't think. Leonardo with some shots to Luigi. L versus L there, if you will. No offense to either one. That's just what their names start with. Here's a cover. I think it was quickly kicked out of by Luigi.
Mario putting Donatello almost in a 619 position. Shining Wizard, I believe, there by Leonardo. Cover in on Mario to gain the titles back. And a kick out at 2. We very nearly had two-time tag team champions.
Mario lucky that he was able to kick out there because I don't think Luigi was getting there in time to break that one up.
Oh! Referee!
Not again!
Ernest Wright taken down with a Hurricane Rana courtesy of Luigi. It has not been a good month if you're referee Ernest Wright.
Seen that happen before. We saw that on Thanksgiving during our Triple Threat tournament. Ernest Wright, though, going to quickly get back to his feet, thankfully. Looks like he's still good to go.
Look who's standing tall right now. The challengers. Oh my gosh, double senton! Are you kidding me?
That was nuts.
In stereo!
That just goes to show you the chemistry that Mario and Luigi have with each other, though.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I have never seen anything like that.
Mario with a Hurricane Rana there on Donatello. The action now on the outside once again. The pinfall submission has to take place inside the ring. The Mario brothers looking to continue their reign as tag team champions. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles looking to win the title belts back, which would make them only the second team to hold the tag team titles twice. The other team, Vicious and Delicious, RJ Bishop and Nick Gunther, is kicked out at 1 by Leonardo.
Luigi not done yet, though. There was a knee to the head, and now that kick. And try and drag him away from the ropes here. Got to keep an eye out behind you, though, as there's Donatello.
Mario back in the ring after that move by Donatello. Looked like a float over face buster, and now this is a bad scenario. If you're Mario, you've got both the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on their feet. Your brother Luigi nowhere to be found on the outside of the ring.
There comes Luigi, and back inside the ring.
Oh, there he
missed that
goes.
Super kick. It's all Ninja Turtles.
Big knee there, side of the head there from Donatello to Luigi. To your point, it's the Turtles that are standing tall right now.
Again, working on the arm is Leonardo.
Double knees to the back from Leonardo. Kicks, followed up by a knee by Donatello. Here
This is
is
a
the
perfect
cover
scenario.
on Luigi. It's a double cover and a
Whoa.
double kick out.
I don't know how both of them had the wherewithal to kick out at the same time.
There wasn't even a one count on either, if I'm not mistaken.
There's Mario finally able to get a reversal in, but look out behind you.
Oh, Shining Wizard connects there from Donatello. Luigi now into the mix. He'll meet a clothesline.
Mario back on his feet, though. Spinning head scissors will connect.
Leonardo back in the mix here. Here's a cover by Mario. Does Leonardo notice it? Yes, he does.
Oh, I think it was just barely a kick out right before Leonardo got there, but nevertheless, that submission that pinfall does not go through. Huge kick by Luigi, though.
Heel kick connects by Luigi. Now you've got one turtle outside, one of the Mario Brothers on the outside. Now Donatello back in. 2-on-1 advantage for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as the reverse DDT is hit.
A reversal by Leonardo was successful. Luigi's in all sorts of trouble.
Big knee there. Oh, and look at this. Look at Leonardo in to stop Mario just in case Donatello is going for a cover. Enziguri hits. Here's the cover by Leonardo to
That's
put
gotta be
Mario
it.
away. Double cover again, kick out. Is it gonna be another kick out? No! Luigi is pinned. It was the Enziguri from Donatello to Luigi that puts the Mario Brothers away, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just a week from losing the titles at Fallout, gain them back here this evening.
It was a wild sequence at the end, but it ends with a tag team title change on the men's side. And up next, the Women's World Championship back on the line in a rematch.
As Jack alluded to there before that commercial break, title rematch from Fallout. The Royal Rumble winner from 2025 who gained the title at Paramount in a 2 out of 3 tables match, lost the title to the up-and-comer Poison Ivy this past week at Fallout. Mulan invokes the title rematch clause here this evening.
It just feels like we are not slowing things down at all here in FWE. I mean, we had our biggest show of the year at Paramount to close off our first season. We got going with Fallout. That was insane. I already mentioned the amount of title changes that we had. And now here tonight, even more madness, if you will.
Oh, I guarantee you we are in no way slowing down as we get ready to close out the year 2025. We've got coming up on Christmas Day, our holiday special episode. Start off the year, we're going to have our second rendition of Saturday Night at Springfield. We already know one of the matchups is going to be on that card. As we learned earlier on tonight, Jack, you're invoking your rematch clause for the Tri-Wizard Championship against Hulk. And then you've seen the promos for it here during these commercial breaks. We cannot wait until January 22nd as we'll be joining our colleagues Michael Norman and Kyle Matthews over at YEW. The doors will be open where wrestlers from both factions, YEW and FWE, will be going to war.
Cannot wait to see that in action. Obviously, that's going to move forward a lot of storylines that are going on in both promotions, so we're really excited to join our colleagues at YEW.
How about the run that Poison Ivy has been on since she joined the FWE roster? We saw her make her debut alongside of her teammate at Havoc, Harley Quinn, in a number of those Gotham Rules matches. But then we started to find out what Poison Ivy could bring to the table when she's in action inside of an FWE ring. We saw her in a tremendous match with the then Women's World Champion, Elizabeth Swann. She won a fatal four-way to become the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship of the Galaxy at this past PLE at Fallout, and walked into that matchup as the challenger, walked out with her first singles championship title belt.
Introducing the challenger from the People's Republic of China, the Asian Nightmare! And her opponent from parts unknown, the Women's Universal Champion, Ivy!
Well, think about this, Jack. The storylines coming into this title rematch here. For Poison Ivy, only the 5th woman in FWE to hold the biggest prize in the women's division. Mulan, Wonder Woman, Elizabeth Swann, Cruella de Vil, the other 4. All 5 of those women have only held the title belt once in their career. If Mulan picks up the victory here tonight, she would be the first ever multi-time Women's World Champion in FWE. She's already made history being the first Royal Rumble winner.
Kind of feels almost like the women's tag team picture, if you will, too. It feels like Rapunzel and Bella have turned aside every competitor, and we're still looking for a multi-time women's tag team champion. Same deal with the singles picture here.
Champion's advantage here for Poison Ivy. We've seen Mulan in the past as a nice spinning forearm there off the ropes by Mulan. We've seen Mulan kind of willing to cut a little bit of corners. She, of course, initiated what eventually brought about the 2 out of 3 tables stipulation in the matchup against Elizabeth Swann at Paramount. We saw in the title rematch with Elizabeth Swann her enabling the assistance of a distraction courtesy of Jasmine to be able to retain the title. So no opportunity really here if you're the challenger to be able to utilize those tricks, because the champion's got the advantage in this title rematch.
Absolutely. I mean, you try anything funny, try anything sketchy. Here's a quick cover, though. Quick kick out. If you try anything sketchy, you get yourself disqualified. You're losing the championship.
We've seen Poison Ivy able to go the limit in a number of matchups. I mean, I think the thing that stands out to maybe the most in what we saw from her in one of her first matchups was her ability to kick out a Pirate's Plunge. That's never been done before, may never be done again, who knows? But definitely has shown that she has the strength and the fortitude to be at the top of the women's division.
Cannot argue with you there. Ivy going to work with all those shots to Mulan. Mulan is stuck against the ropes. Look out. Sent to the outside.
Poison Ivy's got some thoughts here.
Ooh.
Drop kick through the ropes. I think Mulan may have actually bounced off the barricade as well.
Yeah, that was a brutal landing. She didn't really have a whole lot of space. You know, typically when moves like that happen near the entrance ramp, there's a bit more space. We got almost looked like a sleeper hold on the outside of the ring. It's not going to win the match, but it's going to wear your competitor down.
Well, I mean, remember too, count out victory would go to the champion retaining, regardless of who the count out was against. If you're the challenger, you cannot win this matchup through count out or disqualification, as a springboard forearm by Poison Ivy drops Mulan.
I mean, if Poison Ivy wanted to, she could get herself disqualified just to make sure that she retains the title. Big knee to the head.
Still to come tonight in our main event, we're going to see the other half of Havoc in tag team action, as based off the events that occurred earlier on this evening in our opening matchup. As hold the phone here.
Ivy Vine.
Ivy Vine submission going to get locked in here. center of the ring as Mulan gonna tap out to the Ivy Vine. Looks like Poison Ivy's gonna release the hold, but we're gonna see Harley Quinn teaming up with Black Widow as they take on Jessica Shelton and Wonder Woman, who actually faced off against each other earlier on tonight with the women's hardcore title hanging in the balance. Cover in by Poison Ivy and nearly retained the title right there.
That could have very well been it. Poison Ivy setting up for more. Again, gonna go back to the Ivy Vine.
Going back to that submission. Put so much pressure specifically on that lower back. Look at how the body is contorted there. And again, going to release the hold.
I mean, there's pressure on your legs. There's pressure. The blood is rushing to your head when you're upside down like that. It's a brutal submission to be stuck in.
Top rope, the champion. Oh my gosh, look at the height on that forearm that connects. And hold on.
Hello.
We've been here before. That's Jasmine's music again.
We're going to see her this time, though.
Poison Ivy realizing the situation is, oh, hold on.
Oh.
Jasmine is there. Referee Ernest Wright's not even looking. Rose plant. The referee never saw it happen.
I mean, he turned around. What are you looking at? What do you think caused that? Oh, my goodness. Jasmine
Ivy
was actually there this time. Somehow, though, it looks like Poison Ivy is going to be the first one to kind of stir, but now Mulan's the first one back on her feet.
Still groggy from the Rose plant. Mulan looking to strike. Here's the cover to be a two-time women's world champion. A kick out at 1.
I don't know how she was able to kick out at 1 after that
I don't know how
plant.
referee Ernest Wright didn't know that Jasmine got involved.
He turned around. He saw Jasmine standing in the middle of the ring, and all of a sudden Poison Ivy was down. I mean, what do you think happened?
I mean, how is that not a disqualification? I mean, the fact this matchup's going in and of itself is amazing. The fact that Poison Ivy was able to kick out, but that should have been a disqualification in favor of the champion.
Absolutely. I mean, could you imagine what would have happened if we had a title change like that?
Man.
Thankfully, it looks like Poison Ivy's back on her feet, and we're going to see a legitimate ending to this match. But that Rose plant did not do her any favors.
No, it did not. As here's the cover, it looks like, from Poison Ivy to retain the title. Oh, and a kick out at 2 by Mulan.
Poison Ivy a little bit more fired up after all that.
Forearm shot. Champion starting to feel some momentum, trying to feed off this FWE crowd. Scores with the springboard forearm.
Again into the cover to retain.
Doesn't hook the leg, though. This might be costly. Mulan able to fight out, and she did use her legs for that ability to be able to power out to get the shoulder up off the mat. Oh, might have been going for the Ivy Vine, got blocked.
Mulan in control, the Irish whip. Has her up and down. Poison Ivy going to be very smart and roll to the outside. Look out.
Flying senton.
I think the back of her head might have hit the barricade.
Mulan with a knee there to Poison Ivy. Referee beginning that 10 count there.
Completely fine with letting this ringside interaction continue. If you're Poison Ivy, the longer this count goes, the more likely it is you're going to get a count out. Like you said earlier, Seth, it doesn't matter who gets counted out. If there's a count out, a DQ, Poison Ivy keeps her title.
Mulan's got to be smart here as well. She can use as much of that 10 count as she wants. As now, here goes Poison Ivy to the outside. Count's going to reset with the champion leaving the ring. Both these women have thrown just about everything at each other here in this matchup.
Referee halfway through to the count of 10. But it looks like Poison Ivy, she had intentions of getting Mulan back in the ring, and that's exactly what happens. Every time she goes for the legs, it makes me think that she's going to go for that Ivy Vine.
Now working on the leg again, trying to soften her up, maybe to your point, for that Ivy Vine. Oh, now got locked in. Looks like this might be a crossface locked in here. Submission
Think so.
move. Wrenching on that lower back. Nowhere for Mulan to go. Oh, look at that. Able to break it. Able to get that right arm unlocked from the left arm and fights out of it.
Had just enough wherewithal, but a quick reversal by Poison Ivy. Those elbows to the gut. She's right back in control. The Irish whip. Another reversal. Punch to the gut.
Oh! Enziguri drops Poison Ivy to the outside.
Oh, no.
What in the world is Mulan
Not from up
thinking?
there.
Way up top and down with a flying forearm. Caught flush.
Poison Ivy might need to go get an X-ray of her skull after this matchup. I mean, we saw that rose plant from Jasmine and her interference. And that move, again, connected with the top of her head. Mulan working on the legs.
And again, looks like
Trying.
she's maybe going to go for that double stomp with the knees.
That
Keep
puts
an eye on the
all kinds of
referee's
pressure
count
on
right
her.
now. Referee's halfway to 10.
I almost wonder if Mulan even cares at this point.
Wait, Mulan's back in the ring.
We got to get Poison Ivy back in the ring.
Yeah, she's got to get her back in the ring or maybe exit the ring to be able to reset the count. Ivy's not moving. The
That's right,
title
the
cannot
warning.
change hands on the count out.
We're going to get the count out.
Mulan's going to win the match, but the title does not change hands.
I was questioning whether or not Mulan even cared about winning the title. or maybe just about...
Hold on, wait.
Hold on. We're not ending the match this way. Not while I'm in command. These fans came to see a clear winner, and that's what they are going to get. So, referee Wright, if you would please restart the match right now.
Wait, oh, what? Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Our FWE commissioner, Woody, calling this matchup to restart. I mean, these two have already been through a full-length match, and now we're doing it again.
You know what? Woody's the man of the
Oh,
people. There's
gosh!
an RKO. That could be it. Just like that.
Has Poison Ivy ever used an RKO before?
I can't believe she had that in her arsenal.
I think that's new. Oh, man, hold the phone.
Oh, this is gonna suck for Jasmine.
Going for the, well, that's Mulan, but she may think she's
Mulan.
Jasmine after this is done.
I don't know. There's been all kinds of chaos in this match here. Speaking
wait,
of
oh,
Jasmine,
Again?
you gotta be kidding me.
Wait, hold on. She's already been out here once.
What is going on tonight?
We've lost complete control here tonight. That's what's happened. And she's
There she
back
is
again. She's back in the ring again. Ref, turn around, ref.
Again, looking right at her.
What is Ernest Wright doing? Okay, you know what? Christmas is coming around. Let's chip in and buy him some glasses.
We have lost all control of this show here tonight. I almost wonder if it would maybe be a better move for Woody to have just not interfered like that and just said, okay, we'll deal with the count out. There's a super kick.
Super kick from Mulan. Is this how this title's going to change hands? Cover is in, and Mulan is the world champion once again.
This can't be the end of it.
This,
Here is your winner, and new Women's Universe
I don't even know what to say.
I don't either.
I don't even know what to say with what's gone down here tonight.
I said
No,
Jasmine
no,
instead of
no,
Mulan.
no. It is not going to happen this way. Mulan, you've tried this tactic once already, and I'm not going to let it fly. Restart the match again, and this time no countouts and no disqualifications.
What is going on here?
Are you serious?
What is going on? Okay.
Woody,
Yeah, here we go. Oh my gosh, cutter hit here. Rack attack cutter by Poison Ivy. A kick out at 2. I don't even know what's going on.
Woody is trying as hard as he can to have a fair finish to this match. I feel like, no disrespect, none whatsoever to Woody, but just accept the count out and move on, because
Yeah.
this has been madness.
Well, now we've got a no disqualification, no count out. I fully expect to see Jasmine out here again, probably.
Yeah. Like I was trying to say, you know, I said her name by accident instead of Mulan, but then she showed up.
Is she
moments
Joe
later
Hendry?
anyway.
Did you say her name as she appeared?
Oh
my gosh,
goodness.
okay, there's the super kick from Mulan. I'm being told if Mulan gets the title here in this matchup, it will count. The previous matchup did not count. She is not a multi-time winner. She nearly just was right there.
I don't even know what does or doesn't count at this point. This match has been restarted twice.
Oh my gracious, we started off the night with complete chaos. We're gonna get a resolve of that in our main event. This is
Another
our
match after this.
third match of these two here. The first one ended in a countout. The second one ended with a distraction and involvement by Jasmine. Well, she was involved in the first matchup too. And now we've got a no countout, no disqualification matchup here between Ivy and Mulan. Mulan knocked down by the knee. Is Poison Ivy gonna retain? No, kick out at 1.
I'm just trying to clear my head after everything we've seen. Either way, though, this should hopefully be the end of it.
Hopefully. I guarantee you someone else that hopes this is it is our FWE commissioner backstage. He has been a busy man here tonight.
Talk about being thrown right into the fire.
Gracious.
Oh, the
Whoa,
big kick
dodge the
missed.
spin kick. Not that one,
didn't.
though.
Really
Ivy's
should've-
lights are dimmed.
Maybe Woody should have made this one a Falls Count Anywhere matchup, but maybe would have ended faster.
Maybe.
If you're that interested in having a win. You know, I understand it, you know, as we are about to go back and forth in the ring. I understand you want a fair and just ending to the matchup, but that's why the count-out rule is there.
These two women, I'm amazed they have the strength to be able to have this back and forth after what they have put each other through here in not one, but 2 matchups. We're now in the 3rd bout here tonight alone between these two.
Almost like boxing, if you will, where you have to stop and restart the match between rounds. Feels like that's what we're getting here tonight. Oh, look at this.
I think the animosity between these two has reached a boiling point.
I'm not sure they even need another match.
Oh,
Big
gosh!
super kick.
There's
That
the
could be it.
exclamation point.
Oh, the rope break.
Oh, now he can see things.
Not that another interference from Jasmine would do anything because now it's no DQ, but like, this is twice where you've seen Poison Ivy standing, and then Jasmine's music hits, and then you see Jasmine standing in the ring. You see Poison Ivy's all of a sudden down. How the heck do you think she got down?
Right?
Use logic.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Is he of the thought process that since Mulan herself didn't actually get involved, that it doesn't count as a disqualification against Mulan? I don't know. I don't know what his thinking is.
It doesn't matter. That's not the rule. If any third party comes into this matchup and attacks one of the competitors, it's a disqualification. That's how it's always worked.
We saw Ernest Wright miss a pinfall a few months ago when Black Widow's foot was clearly on the rope, so maybe he's losing it.
Covers in.
Is this gonna be it for Poison Ivy off the springboard bulldog, and
No.
Mulan able to kick out here at 2? Again, I can't believe we're in our 3rd matchup for these women as well. This isn't just a one and done. These two have been through an endurance battle here so far. Is there's the RKO again? Is this going to be it? Do we finally reach a conclusion? Yes, we will. Ivy retains the title, but not after a plethora of theatrics here tonight.
Women's Universal Champion, Ivy.
I have no words.
No, I don't either.
Madness.
We saw it happen. A lot of it I still can't believe actually occurred. We finally have an end result though. Ivy retains the title, and up next, the chaos from earlier reaches a resolve in our main event. You saw it, January 22nd, gonna be our first full-fledged PLE, as we will be having our friends from YEW crossing over here to FWE in some fantasy matchups. But in terms of resistance, I had to use a lot of restraint not to reach for the ibuprofen bottle after what we've had to deal with here tonight. And this is the fallout of what we saw happen earlier this evening in our opening matchup.
I mean, tonight, we've gotten all the chaos possible. It's only fitting that Harley Quinn is the first person to walk out of the entrance ramp here for our main event tonight.
Former hardcore champion, we saw her involve herself in the title matchup earlier this season between Jessica Shelton and Wonder Woman, attacked Shelton on the entranceway. Matchup concluded, Harley made her way out onto the ramp, onto the staging area, and she and Shelton went at it. Obviously, Harley Quinn very upset over the fact she didn't walk out of Fallout as a multi-time women's hardcore champion.
Of course, as all that madness was going on, that's when we saw Black Widow show up and take it to Wonder Woman with a steel chair.
And her partner, representing the Dangerous Alliance from Moscow, Russia, the Spider Black.
You gotta wonder what Black Widow's stake in all of this is. We saw her unsuccessful in becoming the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship in the go-home show to Fallout, but I've been trying to remember back here during the course of the night if there's ever been any discourse between her and Wonder Woman. Not that I can think of. I mean, it just kind of seemed like Black Widow snapped and picked a target.
I'm not sure where that possibly could have come from. That's very uncharacteristic of Black Widow, so. We'll have to see what kind of madness goes through here.
Some unlikely allies right there in Natasha Romanoff and Harley Quinn. And here's the thing too, if you're the team that's already in the ring, you pretty much started the attacks on the two other individuals here, Wonder Woman and the Women's Hardcore Champion Jessica Shelton. They've already been through a match. They're not at 100%. They've got to be somewhat exhausted coming into their second matchup of the evening.
I mean, it's going to take a lot out of this matchup. I feel like tonight has just taken a lot out of us in general, but here we are.
Wonder Woman unsuccessful earlier on this evening in reclaiming the women's hardcore title. Now she has to team with the woman she faced off against in tonight's opening matchup. We've seen before when it comes down to feuds leading to a title match, we've seen where challenger and champion have to team together, but that's usually, what, 2-3 weeks before they face off at a PLE or even a main event of a weekly episode here of FWE. Have we ever had an instance where literally less than an hour and a half after a title match, the challenger and champion have to team up together?
I don't think so. I can't remember the last time we've seen anything like that happen, but you know what? At this point, the way the night's been going, I feel like anything is possible, and I guess these two are just going to have to learn to coexist for the time being, especially after what happened to kick off the show.
The only thing they have going for them is they have one common goal. They want to get their hands on at least one individual on the other side of the ring.
I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend is the MO of this matchup.
Interesting, Harley Quinn gonna start here with Wonder Woman. You would have thought that Jessica Shelton would have liked to have gotten her hands on Quinn after what went down between those two earlier on tonight.
There's the time.
On that same logic, though, maybe you would have thought that Black Widow would have wanted to start with Wonder Woman, but now she's legal, so here we go.
Black Widow with a chair attack, several shots to the spine, one to the head of Wonder Woman earlier on tonight. We have been told that Wonder Woman was medically cleared to compete in this main event despite that shot to the head with the steel chair, and Black Widow looking to tee off here now physically against Wonder Woman. With it being a normal tag team matchup, she's not allowed to use that type of weaponry, but very well known to be one of the best strikers here in the FWE women's roster.
Harley Quinn went for the knee of Wonder Woman, but it was to little effect as now she gets dropped to the ring mat. Wonder Woman gonna go for the tag.
Here we go. Saw these two slugging it out at the top of the stage earlier on tonight.
This is a rivalry that has gone on for quite some time. It's gone all the way back to before Paramount. They had a matchup, a hardcore title matchup under Gotham Rules. Early victorious in that one, but here's a cover. Interrupting my story time here.
Kick out at
Kick
one.
out.
Wonder Woman getting clothesline there in the corner. I don't believe she's the legal participant, but it's not gonna matter. Oh, and Harley Quinn just disrespecting Wonder Woman. Jessica Shelton is the legal participant, and now I think Harley realizes that.
I think what happened was when Black Widow went to break the pin up, she inadvertently connected with the wrong person. As I was saying, what happened was Jessica was challenged by Harley Quinn in a rematch for Gotham Rules at Paramount, a longer one, if you will. So Jessica was in the receiving end of that challenge, and Harley Quinn really was excited to get her hands on her again, and I guess that's continued here tonight.
It's really interesting. You kind of go back to the promo you had at the beginning of the night, and one of the words that you brought up was the word respect. It almost looks like here tonight we are running out of respect here on the FWE roster, and I don't know if that's a case of, you know, the fallout from Paramount, the fallout from last week at the Fallout PLE, in preparation for the new year coming in. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like everybody all of a sudden, it's all every man and woman for themselves and run over whoever you have to get to the top.
It certainly seems to be the case. I mean, I still don't think it's impossible to have some respect. Like, I'll give you an example right now. I still respect Hulk. I obviously, you know, I was caught off guard by that whole situation that happened at the end of the show. It is what it is, though. He had the Money in the Bank contract. He caught me at a moment where I wasn't totally focused. He cashed it. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what I would have done. So I get it. I don't like that I lost my title, but I get it, and I have the title rematch.
Hulk, to your point, the new Tri-Wizard champion. We are 2 for 2 in successful cash-ins here in FWE. We saw Elizabeth Swann cash in back at Sugar Rush to become the new Women's World Champion, became the longest reigning Women's World Champion at 162 days, and now Hulk, successful with the cash-in, now holds the Tri-Wizard title. As you said, though, puts that title on the line against you in a rematch next year at Saturday night at Springfield. As here's the cover off the kick to the lower back by Harley Quinn, and I didn't even know that the referee got a 1 count there. I didn't hear his hand hit the ground.
I don't think there was a 1 count. I think there was a quick kick out. Wonder
And
Woman
again,
now
referee
legal.
Ernest Wright hasn't been himself tonight.
That's been evidenced more than once.
Harley Quinn might have been a poke to the eye right there by Harley.
A jawbreaker there. Has Wonder Woman down.
Oh, and
Oh,
another
speaking of jawbreaker.
one for you and one for you.
Ooh, nice move by Harley Quinn there to stop that forearm. Look at that.
Went for the moonsault. Might have actually hit more of a springboard crossbody. Spears Jessica Shelton off of the apron. Harley Quinn, a one-woman wrecking crew.
Get a bit of a rest, though, tagging in Black Widow. Went with a neck breaker there, though.
We saw Wonder Woman slow to get to her feet after that neck breaker. Remember, she and Jessica Shelton already have been through a battle tonight against each other with the women's hardcore title on the line. Jessica Shelton able to retain. Straight right hand there from Diana, and now Black Widow in the wrong part of town.
Big kick. Jessica now has Black Widow lined up against the ropes. Gonna undo the top turnbuckle here.
What is going on? Nobody has any regards for rules tonight.
Shots to the head. Black Widow does not know where she is. Oh, her back into that exposed turnbuckle.
Upper shoulder region meets the metal ring. Nothing covering it.
I mean, again, it feels like we just don't care about rules. Look out.
Oh, no. Oh,
Oh.
I think she got her hands in front of her face, fortunately.
Now she's in trouble.
Drop toe hold into the elbow drop to that upper back region that met the steel ring of the turnbuckle.
I mean, that was good chemistry right there that we just saw from this tag team here. You know, it's a one-off match with Wonder Woman and Jessica Shelton tagging together, but that move that they just pulled off there, that was interesting to see that they have quickly formed chemistry right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Hot tag is made.
Bear this in mind. I mean, Harley Quinn, obviously. Hold the phone here. Twist of fate on Wonder Woman. And Jess is going to break that up. But, I mean, bear this in mind. I mean, we talk about mutual respect. I think the mutual respect might still be there between Wonder Woman and Jessica Shelton. We've not really seen any animosity between the two. They've had fair fights against each other with the women's hardcore title on the line. Wonder Woman has a victory. Jessica Shelton has a victory. Moonsault misses by Harley Quinn. So maybe it's not exactly outside the realm of possibility that the two can coexist after facing off against each other earlier tonight. Amazon Slam connects. Wonder Woman in for the cover, and Black Widow breaks it up.
Yeah, to your point, I still feel like there's high possibility for some mutual respect between those two, so I don't know. I just think tonight in itself has been such an anomaly, so I don't think it's impossible for people to have mutual respect for one another, but tonight it's basically gone all out the window.
It has been, as you said, nothing short of a chaotic night here this evening in the FWE Fantasy Dome. We have new tag team champions in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, now two-time champions here in the men's division. Saw Poison Ivy successfully defend the Women's World Championship of the Galaxy, but not after quite a bit of interference and I don't even know what else.
Other
Powerbomb there by Wonder Woman on Harley Quinn. Is this going to be enough to put this matchup away? And Harley somehow escaped it too. Oh, that was going on. Black Widow and Jessica Shelton were fighting out here near us at ringside.
Yeah, they were, but that's what I was about to say. I guess we're getting all the madness out of the way before Christmas next week.
Wonder Woman now with the lock in on Harley Quinn. Referee Ernest Wright has reattached that turnbuckle pad there that Harley Quinn's head was introduced to, and now
here we go.
Double team there by Jessica Shelton and Wonder Woman. Harley up and down.
Oh. Into the cover. And Wonder Woman is right there to break it up.
The Wonder Woman waiting till 2 to break it up. Not sure if Jess was going to kick out or not. Gave the opportunity, but then at the last minute, the kick to the head to break that pinfall up.
Uppercut to the gut there from Black Widow
Kimura
now.
lock. Kimura lock locked in. We normally see Black Widow go for the Black Widow submission, but has the Kimura lock in here on Jessica Shelton, who somehow was able to get enough momentum, shift her hips to fight out.
This is in trouble. We almost had another count out from the illegal participants, but Black Widow in full control now. Going to the top turnbuckle to finally put this thing away.
Hits the knee right across the forehead. Cover is in. Wonder Woman was out on the outside. And would not have gotten in time if Jess hadn't kicked out at 2.
That team got very lucky. There would not have been anyone coming in to save her. Oh, nobody home, though, on that springboard moonsault.
And
Now
here
Wonder
comes
Woman's
Wonder
legal.
Woman. Still got to be feeling those chair shots from Natasha Romanoff. Delivers the spine to the pine with the big slam.
Oh, my goodness. Now going to display even more strength, even more power.
Arguably the strongest woman on the FWE roster, putting that on display as unceremoniously Black Widow crashes to the canvas.
It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be effective. Black Widow again going to be stuck in the wrong part of town. Again, you're going to see some of that newly formed chemistry on display from these two.
Another big drop down to the mat by Black Widow, but big boot to the top of the head. Jawbreaker from Jessica Shelton, back and forth. Looking maybe here, looking in the Oscar lock. Locking the Oscar lock in, center of the ring. Is Black Widow going to tap out?
Not sure if Jess released the hold or if Black Widow was able to just roll out of it. Either way, Black Widow in all kinds of trouble.
Still down now, Wonder Woman. Gonna try to take advantage of a prone Black Widow. Oh, might have been playing possum.
I think so. It didn't matter, though. Quickly, the momentum got reversed, and now Black Widow again in all kinds of trouble.
Looking to maybe hit that Amazon slam once again. Gets her away from the ropes. Cover is in. Wonder Woman looking for a little redemption from earlier on tonight, and she will get the pinfall victory against Black Widow.
Here are your winners.
While competitors earlier on this evening, teammates at the end of the night, Shelton and Wonder Woman stand tall in our main event.
I think we all need a bit of a breath of fresh air after tonight's episode.
Glass of warm milk and early to bed for me, I tell you what. Try to nurse the headache after what went down here tonight. I think the FW commissioner is going to be needing some well-earned vacation as well after what we saw take place here this evening in the Fallout show from Fallout. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you for the Christmas episode to cap off the year here in FWE.